Alright, so this is my Surron Light BX. I'm about to powder coat this thing white. I only have 2 nights to strip this thing, so I'm going to try to do this pretty quickly. So what YouTube has taught me, first, I should take off the rear wheel and the swing arm first. Rear tire is off, and now it's time to take everything else off the subframe. Swing arm, sorry. I'm going to take my suspension off, the linkage, jack shaft, all that, and then I got to take the bearings out and all that. Alright, all the linkage and all that's off, and now it's going to take the subframe off. Alright, the swing arm's off. Now I just got to take the chain off, and I got to find a way to get those bearings out, because... Alright, the peg bracket's off, and I also got the chain off the swing arm. I had to cut it, so I'm going to have to get a new chain, but that's fine. Here's a subframe and the swing arm. It's only been about 30 minutes, so it's turning out really good so far. Not really sure what I last said, but about everything's taken off now besides everything on the main frame. I gotta take the forks off. I helped this little part because I'm just spray painting it, because no one's really gonna see that. It was just like getting scratched up. But next thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take the battery lid off, and I think I'm gonna take the motor out or the controller. I'm not sure what I should do first. Alright, now the next step is to remove the forks. I got the forks off, and this is just the frame now. I honestly forgot to record, but I got the controller off, and I'm about to take off the motor. Like, there's just one more screw right there. Everything's out of the frame now. Besides, I got this, like, panel under here, which gotta take out, and then this bracket, and then I gotta take the bearings out, then I'm good to powder coat. Frame is completely stripped, now it's just the bearings. Second one's out. So now the actual frame is good. Now I just gotta get the swing arm ones out. I can't get those bearings out, so I'm gonna get a heat gun and stuff. But I did get all the headset bearings out. All the bearings from down here. And everything's looking really good right now. It only took me 3 hours to do all this. And I just gotta get those bearings out. But yeah, I'll resume tomorrow. Alright, so the next day and some packages came. This is just a carbon fiber battery lid. It's not real carbon, but whatever. Looks good. And I got a motor cover also. Also got a new carbon fiber battery latch. So they'll look nice together. I was texting my friend, and he said that where I'm going to get a powder coated at, will just do it for me for free. So, like, I wish I knew that sooner. But, I guess everything else is good then, because that doesn't have a single bearing on it. It's just these are here. Alright, well, this is all good now, and tomorrow I'm going to bring this to get powder coated right after school. It's loaded, and we're bringing it there soon. Alright, I got the frame back, and it looks beautiful. They did the swing arm bearings for me. And what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to put the other bearings in the frame, which aren't going to be bad. Alright, I just got that bearing. It took me so long. It might have taken 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Now I just got to do the other one, too, which is going to suck. I also did these. It took me like 5 minutes, not even. For this one, I made like a little contraption that like pushes it in, and I'm going to unscrew it and see if it worked. Alright, they're both literally perfectly in. Now it's time to actually put all that in. This is what I got on. It's not much, but it looks pretty good so far. I also just spray painted my brake mount because it was like primer before because the old owner spray painted it, and this will just look better than whatever it was before. I haven't really recorded it, but motor's all mounted up. Well, almost. There's just these like bottom brackets I gotta do. This plate is in here. Now I'm just gonna screw on the controller, and then after that, I can put on like I can screw this on. Or I'm just gonna put my new one on right here with the American flag. Looks really good. I'll put all my carbon fiber stuff on. I'll put the forks on, and then everything else is pretty easy. I already started opening it, but the new seat cover came for the bike. I took a little break from the bike, and I put the seat cover on. Looks pretty good. Right now I'm doing pretty good. I'm putting the subframe on, the lock, about to put the carbon fiber like battery latch on. Bike's turning out really good so far. Then I gotta do the swing arm, but this is fully complete. Alright, I just put the key on. Now I gotta test if it works. Alright, it works good. The light's working good. Sport, eco. Switches are all working. Alright. I'm almost done the bike actually. All I gotta do is just put the swing arm on with the jack shift. I'm not excited for that because that sucked on my Triple X. But the bike's about done. I really didn't record much, but this is where I am tonight, and I'm about to go inside because it's like 11:30 on a school night. The rear wheel's on. The bike looks so good. All I gotta do is put the skid plate on now and the chain. But the bike's actually, it looks perfect. Oh, and I gotta get a new headlight because that thing's really ugly. Here the bike is, and it's completely finished. Got all the brakes on, chain, everything's perfect. It's actually like a week later, and I got a package here. It's actually a 550-pound spring for the rear. All days later now, and I got some rock lights. This is the one that I'm gonna use right here. I think they're pretty nice. I think this is what like LT Racing uses for theirs, or Patriot, whatever. I don't know. There's so many brands. And I'm just gonna wire this up in like 2 minutes. Everything's wired up right here, and hopefully when I flip this key, nothing like sparks or anything. So let's try it. Hey, it works. Looks pretty bright. I'm not gonna move it, so I don't want those wires touching, so I could just do a heat shrink now. All right, and here it is done. I think it's honestly brighter than my front headlight. I think it actually is, but anyway. There's a lot more coming for the bike. I'm gonna get new forks eventually, but not soon. I'm gonna get a torque controller and Surron motors. Those are like gonna be like whatever comes next. And then after that, I'm just gonna get a Baja. I have a white Moto cuts plate on the way. I don't really know what else besides some like percolate parts, like a new linkage and maybe like a peg bracket and peg brace. Some new pegs, but I'm gonna focus on trying to get the torque and Surron motors as soon as possible because it would just look really good. And yeah, thank you for watching the video. Please leave a like and subscribe. This video took a couple weeks, hundreds of dollars. So yeah.